GRE Mehdi, and today I'm going to tell you a very basic technique to memorize high frequency words for the preparation of graduate record examination. Okay, before we going into the details, first I need you to make sure one thing, that you listen to me very carefully. Okay, so for that you need to first, keep your mind open. So first try to understand how the human mind works, because it is a issue related to memory, and to in order to address the issue we have to understand how minds work. First we need to understand this. Human mind is like a machinery. It is a slave. We have to tell our slave that how you have to work for us. Human mind is basically works on the principle of queuing. What is queuing? Queuing refers to some trigger, some stimulus. When it comes to your mind, you pop up something that you get associated with it. Like if I say water, you say mineral water. If I say dog, you say rabies. See what I'm trying to tell you? This is like queuing. If a word comes to your mind, how your mind responds to it. This is like your queuing. So before memorizing these high frequency words which are numerous in numbers, you need to queuing your mind with all these words. For example, let me give you a very simple example. Take very simple basic words that you use in your common daily lives. Let me give you an example. Let's take emotions, because we all are emotional beings. Okay, we are emotional machineries, and somehow in our lives we come across different emotions, okay, with different frequencies. So everybody is like emotional person. So the vocabulary related to the emotions knows is known by everybody, irrespective of the age or age or gender or income or class. Look, everybody has its own vocabulary. What I'm trying to say is everybody. So how the mind and these high frequency words are going to be cued, this is a big thing. So I tell you to take a common basic word, emotions. You are a very emotional person. Okay, you are a very unpredictable person. If a person is emotionally unpredictable, there is a word in English that is called capricious. Now your mind knows what is being capricious. It means like when you are emotionally unpredictable, your mood gets changes in 1 minute, on the other minute you get something else. It means you are emotionally unpredictable. You only know one thing, that you are emotionally unpredictable. This is your mind knows. This is a first cue to your mind. Let me write it down. Your mind knows you are emotionally unpredictable. The word है emotionally unpredictable. Oh my god. But in English, there is a proper word for this, and that word is called capricious. Okay. Once you have cued or associated capricious with emotional unpredictability, then you have to go to the next level. What is the next word after the capricious? Mercurial. It is a more मोर जो ज़्यादा इमोशनली अनप्रडिक्टेबल हो गया, बहुत ज़्यादा, उसके लिए फिर एक और इंटेंसिटी बढ़ गई है ना, तो इंग्लिश में आपका वर्ड भी नया आ गया, दैट इज कॉल्ड मर्कूरियल. ओ माय गॉड. इफ अ पर्सन then stop here. Okay, your mind knows two words, capricious and mercurial, and we have to go beyond. We have to memorize a lot of words. Then you have to think in other dimensions, in different dimensions, how these two words works in other dimensions. For example, if a person is emotionally unpredictable, is it possible that the person is going to take stable decisions? No, because he's unstable. He's not. This is, the this thing, that a person is, if the person is unstable, then he is not going to take practical decisions. This is, this is, your mind knows. This is a basic concept. But in English, there is a word for it that is called frivolity. If a person is emotionally unpredictable with respect to the decisions he takes in his life, there is a word in English that is called frivolity. In a similar manner, you have to go beyond, you have to think beyond in order to go beyond. Okay. Let's take another example in this different dimensions with the same word that is emotionally unpredictable. If a person is capricious, if a person is mercurial, if a person is frivolous, say this, a person is fanciful as well. How you have linked being capricious and a person being fanciful in ideas? That's a tricky question. Huh? Look, you have to establish a relationship between words, how it affects or how it cause, like, identify the cause and effect relationship between two words. Let me tell you, we know a person is unpredictable, he is emotionally not stable. Then we know there is a word that is called capricious. This is we know. Then we have another word, mercurial. If a person is mercurial, if a person is emotionally unpredictable, do you think, is he a realistic person? No, he's not a realistic person because he thinks beyond. He is full of fancy ideas. So there is a word in English, fanciful. You see, fanciful, whimsical. Another word for fanciful ideas. Because if a person is emotionally unpredictable, there is 100%, 90% probability that he might go into his own fantasies. He might go to his own world, leaving the reality behind. But there is a word in English that is called whimsical. The person, and the usage of this word is, he is such a whimsical person I have ever met in my life, because he lives in his dreams. He ignores reality. So these are the few basic techniques that your mind should know in order to memorize these 3000 high frequency words for GRE. Thank you. Okay, I'm going to write all these 5 words that we have learned today. The first is, oh my god, capricious, okay, which means unpredictability. And the word we have derived from capricious is whimsical, which is from whims. Okay, whimsical. And from whimsical we have derived fickle, because if the person is a whimsical person, there is a probability that he gets fickled. Okay, his mind gets wander or mander, living in wanderlust. That is called fickle. Then we have frivolity. You see, frivolity. We can drive another word, levity. Okay, which I didn't tell you, but my mind knows. So here comes another word. And F. In English, the words carry vibrations, and they carry similar vibrations: fickle, frivolity, and fanciful. If a person lives in his fantasies, there is a probability that his mind gets fickled. Okay, he's gonna live in a wanderlust for the whole of his life, for the rest of his life. And here comes the frivolity. Levity is another word. Okay, for it is a gift by the universe. Get 5 and get 1 free. It's a combination of 6. Thank you.